guys, welcome back to my channel. And I'm sure you are by now you're so tired of seeing my bedroom background. The reason I'm actually shooting in my room for now, it's because of the lighting. Obviously we just got into spring, but as everybody knows, the UK gets so dark very lightly, but for some reason our bedroom window is facing where there's a bit of lighting. As soon as obviously the office is done, that's where I'm going to be doing my daily sort of like chit chat kind of thingies. So I do apologize on that. But anyway, guys, today obviously I was thinking, okay, what can I talk about on this chit chat vlog or video? So I decided, I was chatting with one of my friends yesterday, and who's in South Africa, and she was like, oh, don't you miss South Africa? And I was like, actually I do. And it kind of like we were talking about, you know, South Africa, home and things like that, and it kind of like gave me the idea for this video that we're doing now. Anyway, so the title of this video is 10 things that I miss and love about South Africa. Little background, guys, for those who don't know me or who are new to my channel. I was born and raised in South Africa, in KwaZulu-Natal province, in Durban, in a beautiful township of Umlazi. Yes, guys, I'm a Kasi girl. Yeah, so that's where I grew up and lived until I left South Africa. First I went to the States, then I came to the UK. I arrived in the UK in 2004, went to Scotland, lived for 6 months, and then left Scotland, moved to London briefly. Then after that, in the same year, which is 2004, I moved to Gloucestershire, which is where I've been from 2004 until last year, July, where we moved to Wales, south of Wales. I now live in Talbot Green in Wales, but we'll talk about that another time. So back to the topic, what I was talking about, 10 things that I really miss and love about South Africa. I'm gonna keep looking down because I've written down so I don't forget. First one, guys, is what we call Ubuntu, or the people, you know, or the spirit of people. If you don't know what Ubuntu is, just Google it. I'm sure Google will tell you, because Google tells you everything. Guys, I just miss just waking up in the morning and shouting, hey, make, ulalega, hey, make, you know, that thing. It's, I mean, I love this country, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to Ubuntu, the spirits, I'm sorry, guys, but hands down, South Africa wins on this one. So that's number one. Number two, it's the weather and the surroundings. I mean, I know I'm going to sound like I'm complaining, but you know, we've got a beautiful weather all year round, especially in Durban, where I'm from, which is a warm city. Even in winter, you know, it's really never cold. And the surroundings, you know, everything is green in South Africa. It's beautiful. You know, you move province to province, it's like you're in different countries, but you're still in one country. So that I do miss, because 80% of the time, if not 90% of the time, the UK, it's grey. You know, even in the summer, we have that 1 day or 2 days where it's going to be very hot, and that's it. That's our summer. So really, it's more cold than anything. Point number three, the prices of like things like cost of living. Guys, UK is so expensive. The cost of living is so high. You can be earning a lot of money, but the cost of living is very, very high compared to South Africa. You can, you know, in South Africa, I'm not saying everything is cheap. No, food is expensive in South Africa. But the way of living, it makes it bearable compared to the UK. So that I do miss, you know, being able to go around the corner and get a really good meal or a necklace or something, you know, for like a very good price or a cheap price. Number 4, I miss good wine, you know, without really paying crazy monies. Obviously, in this country, if you want really, they import a lot of wines, you know, from your Spain, from Italy. And if you want really good wine, you're gonna have to pay for it. And I do miss just going into supermarkets like Spar, Pick n Pay, Game, and just getting a good bottle of Shiraz or Merlot, like good South African wine. Those who are into wine, they'll know what I'm on about. Point number 5, it's the food, guys. Oh my God. If I'm saying food, I'm not talking about designer food. If I say designer food, you know, the food you go to restaurant and you get like a little, you pay crazy money and you get like, you come out of the restaurant, you're still hungry. I'm talking about good home cooked meal that will fill you up, that will make you feel good after eating it. I'm not saying, you know, the UK or Wales or England doesn't have their soulful food, but I'm talking about food like, guys, chakalaka, Istanbul, idombolo. I know people are going to say, oh, you can cook that here in the UK. I know that. But there's something about when you have it in South Africa. Our mothers, our aunties, our families, you know, people in South Africa, they experiment with the chakalaka. 1 minute, you know, chakalaka, you put beans and carrots. The next minute, a neighbor or friend will be like, have you tried Mrs. Balls with chakalaka? Have you tried this? They always experimented with the same, you know, sort of like homegrown, like cultural home food in different ways. I do miss that. And then it's the lifestyle. If I'm talking about lifestyle, guys, I'm talking about, you know, things like petrol attendance. When in this country or in the UK as a whole, I think America as well, you have to get your own gas, you know, whereas in South Africa, you have people that pour the gas in your car for you, and they just make the whole experience of getting gas like luxury, like as in like it becomes something else than, you know, just going to a petrol station and just pouring gas in your car. And they joke with you, and you know, it's just so funny. I do miss that. And then it will be the experience also of going into a supermarket to buy groceries. The way they pack for you, guys, oh my God, they will separate your stuff, they will do it for you. I do miss that, you know. And then it's the taxi rides. Those who lives or grew up in the townships or uses the taxis will know what I'm talking about, guys. You know, the combis, they called E20s, I think, you know, man, or maslalisane, sis, those ones. I do miss, you know, drivers in South Africa, they're mental. You will be in a very dangerous situation, but it becomes so funny because of the way the taxi drivers react. Like, he'll be driving on the paveway just because he wants to catch that customer there so that his colleague won. It's just, it's hilarious. I'm not saying what they're doing is right. Don't get me wrong. It's not right, especially with South Africa having a high number of road accidents. It's like they don't care when they drive. But the whole experience, it's just so hilarious at the same time. Then the last lifestyle thing that I miss, it's the Sunday chisanyamas, guys. Oh my God. I don't eat meat, but I like to go shisanyama. And now they do even fish and things like that. It's just the whole experience, the music, the atmosphere, the people. You come out of there feeling like, not even gonna go there. Then number 7, it is the raw talent of South Africa. If I'm saying raw talent, I'm talking in terms of music, the cooking, and the fashion. You know, sometimes in the UK, you have to pay crazy money to have a dress made, or if you buy a dress from any store. But in South Africa, you can go into the corner house where the mama is a seamstress, and uza tungela, and you'll be like, you've bought your thing in Italy or whatever. The people there, the seamstresses, are so talented. Then it's the cooking, obviously, which I've touched on earlier. you know, if unomsebenzi, like a function, you can get auntie to come and cook for you and you will pay next to nothing. But the food will be like 5-star, guys. You know, I do miss that. And then obviously the music. We've seen how talented, you know, South African artists are. We've seen your AKA, your, you know, Casper, your, you know, I almost said bongo muffin. Yeah, you can, that will tell you how old I am. But there's a lot of talent, guys, you know. I can't name all of them because I'm behind with who's who in SA, but I get to hear a lot of new artists and I'm like, South African, it's amazing, guys. They just need a platform. Then I also miss the mixture of cultures, you know, the heritage, the sense of belonging. We've got like 11 cultures in South Africa and every single one is different. And you could tell, you know, if you are somewhere where people are Xhosas or Zulus, it also reflects. I do miss that. And then point number 9, it's the public holidays, guys, in SA. Oh my God. Do you know how South Africans go out to celebrate the public holidays? Whether it's your June 16 or your Workers' Day or Cultural Day, they go out there. And if you're not South African and you're there during one of the holidays, you do feel the spirits that we are celebrating. It's a public holiday. It means something. And then obviously, last and not least, the languages. Being here, obviously, you know, my husband's Chinese, I'm Zulu. We here in the UK or in Wales, we end up speaking a lot of English, and sometimes I forget or I miss it so much that I'll end up saying something to him in Zulu and he'll be like, have you just spoken Zulu to me? And I'm like, sorry, you know. So I do miss the languages. You know, I speak fluent Zulu when I'm back home, and I want to teach my kids. I've started with my, you know, some nursery rhymes. Guys, if anybody knows where I could get kids sort of like ways, whether I've looked on YouTube, I haven't found anything. Or books or anything just to help me, because obviously the longer you don't speak the language, you forget. But anyway, coming back to the subject, those are my 10 things I love and miss about South Africa. If you really love this video, guys, please do comment below what you love or what you miss about South Africa. If you are South African living outside of South Africa, or if you've just returned to South Africa, things that you missed when you were away. And I hope this video was useful, and just let me know what else you want me to cover on my YouTube channel. I've been really good posting weekly, even though I'm busy, and as of May I'm gonna try and post 2 times. Hopefully eventually I'll be able to post every day. And yeah, you know, just let me know what you think, what you like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It means a lot, guys, and I love reading all your comments, your DMs. If you're not following me on Instagram, please do so, because I do what do you call them, Instagram videos? You know what I'm on about, Insta stories. Yeah, let's get in touch. Let me know, you know, like I've said, what you want to see, and you know, any suggestions that you might have for me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.